Why am I only halfway on this road? One foot is firmly planted on your path, yet the other hovers, searching for an escape. There is no escape. Only by transcending the beginning and end will I find peace. I am spinning away, spinning to lose something and become nothing. Only by disappearing into your orbit will I be found.
There's a certain point in our spiritual journey where it feels like we are facing an ultimatum. Either we return back to our normal life, or we fully commit ourselves to traveling this path of love to reunite with God. This dichotomy may sound harsh and untrue, but I've certainly experienced this feeling, especially the more I travel down this road. I get the feeling that sometimes one foot is firmly on the path, while the other is distracted by worldly things. And there's this deep sense of guilt or confusion as to why our ego pulls us off the path, even though we supposedly commit to it. Is our commitment not strong enough? Do we have to prove it via a series of tests? What's really going on here? These are some of the questions and feelings that rose up when I felt inspired to write this poem. And I'm sure that many of you who are watching this right now have felt the same way, or have felt this way at some point in your life. Probably for a few weeks or months you're making really good progress spiritually, but then all of a sudden you hit a roadblock, or you fall into a lull, and it feels like you didn't even move at all. For some, including younger versions of myself, this roadblock would have been enough to just make us want to quit. Make us leave this path altogether and stick with the life that we already know and are already comfortable with. But for the true lover, someone who knows that this body and this world is not their true home, these distractions are only temporary. They may cause the seeker to slow down or even to take a rest, but they never really stop the yearning soul from wanting to travel further and to get to the actual essence of their being. In other words, to become awakened. Because in truth, there is no escape when you're pulled in so deeply on the path toward God. You might get distracted by your money, career, relationships, and hobbies, but in the end, nothing will ever fill that emptiness except traveling further on your spiritual journey. I can speak to this very clearly, having experienced several periods in my life where I felt truly connected, only to be later sidetracked by my career, hobbies, and so on, which, make no mistake, have an important place in our lives, but are definitely not the full picture. The only escape we can have is an escape from our ego, an escape from this false identity that we have created and supported. This is the only escape that will actually lead to an escape. And I know it's sometimes hard to put this into words because it's something that has to be experienced. It's not something that you can just read or hear somewhere and totally accept. When you feel yourself traveling deeper into your soul, you feel as if you are spinning, as if you are losing control, and even losing touch with all that you think you know. Now, a lot of people get afraid by this. They just want to stick with what they know and what they are comfortable with. And that's perfectly fine. We shouldn't judge those people. Everyone has a season to blossom, and everyone has a season to awaken. Even though we all share the same road, we're all on different stages of that road. But if what I'm saying resonates with you, then you'll know that this spinning is actually a good thing. This losing yourself is actually a blessing. I've said it many times before, but this notion of losing ourselves is perhaps the best thing that can ever happen to us. We unlearn all the things that held us back and made us afraid to love. We slow down our thinking and embrace the beauty of silence. We open our hearts to tap into a deeper, divine wisdom. And we create such a powerful connection with our source that it acts as a map for helping us navigate this inner world, and thus all worlds. Thus, only by losing ourselves will we find ourselves. Only by losing our ego will we find our beloved and realize that we have been its shadow this whole time. This is the beginning of liberation, of true peace and love. Once we lose ourselves in this spinning orbit that is God's love, we crave nothing else but to get lost in this beautiful dance. And so I hope you enjoyed this deep poem and interpretation. Meditate on it, think about it, and see how some of its wisdom may apply directly to your own life. And don't hesitate to reach out and drop a comment below. There may be someone else who is watching this who is also on a similar journey as you, and thus could use your support or offer something that you could be offering to help them advance further. But as always, I thank you for taking some time out of your busy lives to watch this video. I know the content only lasts a few minutes, but the teaching can last an entire lifetime if you allow it. So good luck on this journey. Make sure to reach out for help or to help someone else. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so that others may follow in your footsteps. But for now, I wish you all the best, and I'll see you here on this next video.